Another day, another dyno. Hey guys, we're back. This time we've got Sean's 427 build on the dyno. This is our Dominator build, so it's got a Dart SHP block, forged crank, internal balance of course, forged H-beam rods. The pistons were supplied by Xp Carburetor. Thanks RC as always, thank you. It's a 2618 piston. It's got their steel top, Napier second ring set, and it's honestly one of our favorite pistons. On the camshaft side, it's a custom billet hydraulic roller done by David. Thank you, David, at Comp Cams. And the lifters are a hydraulic roller link bar. The push rods were supplied by Manton Push Rods here in Lake Elsinore, California. Al actually hooked us up with a set of their Series 5 push rods. Now, this is a road race engine. It's going to see extended RPM. So Al wanted to make sure we had the right heavy wall push rod. So he hooked us up with a set of his Series 5 push rods. The heads. Thanks Rick at AFR as always. We knew we wanted to have something sturdy, proper US casting on the cylinder head, since this will see, like I said, extended RPM. And so we've got a set of the AFR 220 small block Ford cylinder heads. So this is their largest small block Ford head. The engine is set up for 10.7-to-1 compression with their 72cc heads. For fueling, or air and fuel, we've got the Edelbrock Super Victor intake, and this has been port matched to the AFR heads. We've got a 2-inch spacer now. We actually ran it before and after. It actually made a decent difference, so you'll see that on the dyno. We'll make sure Martin talks about it so you can see if it's something that'll benefit you if you have a similar combination. For fueling, we've got the Holley 950 XP Carburetor. I do enjoy this carburetor. It's something that you can tune and work around depending on whether it's something that you drive on the street and race or road race as this application. So we do enjoy this carburetor. On the ignition side, you can see we've got the fast distributor. This is their Windsor distributor. It does have a Hall effect sensor, which is a lot more accurate and is definitely what you need if you're going to be turning some high RPM. Now, I would have preferred to see some titanium intake valves on an engine like this. Maybe have the intake coated, that's the bottom, to keep that hot oil off of it, and maybe coat the inside of the runners. We were short on time for that, but as you can see, it's done. And it's set up on pump gas, so let's see what it does.
Hey guys, Martin here, and we're back on the dyno, as Toby mentioned, with Sean at Streeter Tracks 427 CHP Dominator build. Again, we picked the best of the best for everything that he's looking to accomplish with this engine. It's going to see sustained high RPM applications in his road race Mustang. So we used the Dart block, forged rotating assembly, AFR heads, Edelbrock intake, fast distributor so he could program a timing curve and have reliable timing with the Hall effect, and of course Manton push rods, Comp Cams, basically the best of the best, CP pistons. We've got a solid combination here for Sean. So as Toby mentioned, we wanted to show you the difference here in horsepower and torque between having the 2-inch spacer and no spacer. So as you could see, the lower torque and horsepower run is without the 2-inch spacer, and our spacer here gained us pretty much a net of about 10 to 12 foot-pounds of torque, and right around the same in horsepower, about 11-12 horsepower. Surprisingly enough, we didn't lose anything under the curve, and it was all gains. So the more plenum volume worked out for us. So we'll go ahead and do another run. You can really hear the cam. All right. got 557 foot-pounds of torque at 5,400 RPM, and 625 horsepower at 6,700 and climbing. So this thing is pretty much, as you can see, pretty happy. Looks like it wants to keep going. Maybe we'll go to 6.